Adventures in
It's the Fox Cubhouse!
Oh, hi. Welcome to the Cubhouse. Today's the day I put out my recycled trash bins. I've got one for paper, one for glass, and one for aluminum.
Hey, what you doing, Sonny?
I'm separating my recyclable trash.
What's recycle?
Well, see this can? It can be melted down and made into something new.
All things in this world, even trash, may find a new life.
And Freddie, if we didn't recycle, the world would fill up with garbage.
Kind of like my brother Miles' room.
Oh, and I know somebody else's room that fills up with lots of trash. Johnson and his friends have quite an adventure taking out the trash. Let's watch them.
We'll be right back. And now, back to our show.
Every night, just before the toys fell asleep, Diesel would collect all Michael's rubbish left over from a busy day of painting and playing, and he would put it out in the hallway.
I think that should be the last of it. Oh, that's the job done, Johnson!
Oh, well done, Diesel.
Michael sure made a lot of rubbish today.
Yes, well, thank you. We'll all sleep a lot better now we know the bedroom's so clean and tidy.
Yeah.
Oh, good night. I'm going to bed.
Good night, Johnson.
But the hallway was a drafty place, and the rubbish didn't stay put for very long. The next morning, the toys were in for quite a surprise.
Good morning. What a mess. I thought you were going to put the rubbish out, Diesel.
Yes, Diesel, you goofed. I didn't goof. Did I, Johnson?
What? Oh, no. You put the rubbish out all right, Diesel.
Yeah. Oh, the breeze must have blown it back in. See?
Goodness me. Looks like you have a rubbish problem.
Yeah, and when Michael makes more rubbish today, it'll be up to our headlights by tonight.
Well, we're going to have to do something.
Maybe you could all help Michael clean his room.
Oh, I think I have something important to attend to.
Why don't we have a competition to see who can collect the most rubbish?
A rubbish race? Oh, what a brilliant idea!
Yay! Okay, who wants to be on my team to collect rubbish?
Oh, I'm with you, McDuck.
Yay!
Diesel, do you want to be partners in the rubbish race?
Sounds good to me. We'll beat those two. I know where there's heaps of rubbish.
Oh, lead the way, Diesel! This is going to be a cinch, Victoria.
Good. And Michael's room will be nice and clean at the end of it, too.
Quite soon, the toys were very busy scouring the room for rubbish. In fact, it wasn't a rubbish collection at all, but more like a treasure hunt.
Oh, here's a piece of rubbish, Johnson.
Well done, McDuck.
Oh, and there's another piece.
Oh,
We're gonna win this race, no trouble at all. Gosh, this is exciting.
Hands off, McDuff! That's our piece of rubbish!
But I saw it first.
Oh, no! It's our piece of rubbish, McDuff!
Yeah, you hang on to it, Alfred.
You can't have it.
Oh, yes, I can, McDuff!
No, you can't.
Yes, I
really,
can.
you two? There's no point arguing over it.
Then who's going to get it?
I want it.
I want it.
No, it's mine.
It's mine.
All right, you can have half each.
Oh, where am I?
No one's going to cheat us out of a bit of rubbish, eh, Diesel? Oh. All right, Diesel, back up. Come on, further. Further.
Just before lunchtime, the toys gathered to see who had won the rubbish race.
Okay, Johnson, measure our rubbish pile.
Your pile is this high.
See, McDuff? We've won already.
No, Johnson has to measure our pile, too.
Ah, yes, of course.
And our pile is this high. Ooh, it's higher, McDuff.
Ah, looks like we've won, Alfred.
Not yet, you haven't.
Ooh.
Alfred!
Good one, Alfred. Well done. Thank you, Diesel. Well, it's much smaller now, Johnson. Measure it again.
Oh.
Two can play at that game.
What?
Oh, McDuff.
Hey, you cheated.
So did you.
But that's not fair.
Yes, it is.
No,
Look,
it's
there's
not.
only one way to settle this. We'll have to hunt for the rubbish all through the bedroom all over again.
Oh.
No cheating this time. Agreed?
Agreed.
I suppose so.
Yes? Oh, good.
So the toys searched the room all over again for rubbish and looked in every nook and cranny.
Find anything up there, McDuff? Paper or anything will do.
No, there's just these books, Johnson.
Oh, no. We'll never win the rubbish race now.
These books are made of paper, aren't they?
Oh, so they are. Quick, throw them down. We might win the rubbish race yet.
Okay.
Oh.
Diesel, where are you?
I'm in here, Alfred.
Oh, well, surely there must be some rubbish in there. I mean, even just a piece of plastic will do.
The only plastic in here is Michael's beach ball.
Oh, and the air inside makes it big. That'll go well on our rubbish pile.
Good idea.
We'll certainly win the rubbish race now, Diesel.
I hope so.
That evening, two huge piles of rubbish soared up from the bedroom floor, and Johnson had great difficulty measuring their height.
Whoa. Oh, our pile is just about as high as I can reach.
It certainly is high, Johnson.
Now, come on, Elephant, don't linger. Measure our pile.
Yeah.
Now, your pile is
Yes?
just about as
Yes?
high as I can reach, too.
Hey!
Oh, that's no good.
No.
No. Well, this means that the rubbish race is a tie.
Oh, curses. What a waste of a day.
Yeah.
No. Now, we better put the rubbish out in the hallway before we forget.
So the toys spent the rest of the day busily stacking all Michael's rubbish out in the hallway.
This is the last piece, Diesel, and it'll all be finished.
All right, Alfred. Oh.
There we go.
Hey, you forgot this.
What? No, Squeaky, no! Not my banana skin blanket and my piece of bread pillow, Squeaky! Squeaky, come back!
Oh, well, Johnson, looks like we've cleaned up Michael's room.
Oh, cleaned out Michael's room is more like it.
And Johnson was right. When the toys returned from the hallway, Michael's room was practically empty.
Oh, phew. Well, I'm glad that's done.
Oh, yes.
Anyone want to play a game?
Oh, yes, me!
I'll fetch Michael's beach ball. Brum, brum,
I'll get the baseball bat.
Oh, and I'll get the beach bucket.
Oh. What have we done?
Hey, we've got nothing to play with.
Where is everything?
It's all out in the hallway.
Oh,
The
no.
bedroom's going to be really boring now, Johnson.
Yeah.
Maybe we got a little carried away with the rubbish race. We've thrown everything out.
Oh, pardon me. Well, I see you managed to sort out your rubbish.
Oh, yes,
And just in
Victoria.
time for the rubbish truck, too.
What?
Rubbish truck? Oh, no. Quick, we've got to save Michael's things before they all get thrown out for good.
I'll get the baseball
Not
bat.
myself, kid.
And the beach bucket.
I'll mind, Johnson, you mad elephant!
I know what you mean, Alfred. It's all very confusing.
No. Oh, Michael sure has a lot of things.
Oh, yes, and I hope this is the last of it, elephant. I'm exhausted.
I too.
It took the toys hours to fill the bedroom with Michael's things, and after that, they were much more careful with rubbish.
You know, Bill, I wish Johnson would come over to my house and clean out my brother Miles' room.
Do you want to throw your bottle in to be recycled?
No, I'm still using it.
That reminds me of a foghorn, which reminds me of Mumphy.
Yeah, Mumphy.
When last we saw Mumphy, he and Scarecrow were captured by the Captain Davy Jones. Eel found Whale trapped in a huge steel net at the bottom of the sea. But she and her friends were able to set him free.
It was shocking.
Right after this.
We'll be right back.
Down in Davy Jones's locker, deep in the bowels of the pirate ship Sea Witch, the captain peered through his periscope. At that moment, the wicked Secretary of Night flew into his sight with an offer the captain could not refuse.
Captain Jones, I have need of your services. If you can find the Queen's jewel of power and bring it to me, then I shall rule the land, and you, the seas.
This idea appealed to the captain so much that he immediately began preparations for his search. Imprisoned elsewhere in the ship, Mumphy described his plan for escape by getting a message back to Napoleon in the Queen's palace. Scarecrow wasn't at all sure.
What if the old bird can't be found? What if the evil secretary has caught him instead? What if he can't read? Putting a message in a bottle is a fine nautical custom. But it could be years before the bottle is washed up anywhere. Not if Eel guided it to the beach.
Scarecrow wanted to make up for sounding so gloomy. What a good idea! We'll need Pinky too. Listen. Whale was waiting patiently for news of his friends. Eel told him about Mumphy's plan. I know all the shortcuts through these waters, and I can hide more easily than you if the pirates try to catch me. So it's best if I take the message.
Then I shall stay on guard between here and the surface.
I wouldn't want to desert my friends either. Then Eel darted along the line of portholes in search of Pinky. Dear Napoleon, we have been captured by underwater pirates. Here is a map of our whereabouts. Anything you can do to help would be much appreciated. Hope you are well and that this finds you as it leaves us. Kindest regards from Mumphy, Scarecrow, and the Admiral. When Eel appeared at the porthole, Mumphy thought that she was alone. Didn't you find Pinky? Yes, of course I did. Well, where is she? I'll show you, but keep it under your hat. I know Pinky is afraid to get her wings wet, and this way she won't get them wet at all. Everyone wished Pinky and Eel good luck, and with a last wave of her tail, Eel was gone. No one on deck noticed her wriggling towards the surface. Only the lookout in the crow's nest saw her pass. But he just shrugged to himself and thought,
An eel with a bottle. Yet another unsolved mystery of the deep.
and went back to writing postcards home.
Now all we can do is wait, I suppose. And iron a few of these pesky pants.
We'll help, said Mumphy. That's what friends are for. Isn't that right, Scarecrow?
I suppose so. I never had friends before.
Friendship is a circle that grows wider every day, like the ripples spreading on a pond. Throw a pebble in the water, see the circles grow. Day by day the heart becomes more fond. When the rain is falling, see the knows where one starts or where it ends. Little waves that intermingle, kiss and then move on. That's the way it flows when you have friends. Open arms, always full of welcome. Open eyes to look out for you. Open minds, eager to believe you. Wide and wider though it grows. Friendship is a circle that never will close. If you're not so lucky and you haven't got a friend, maybe you've made circles all alone. Castle walls are made to last and keep the world away, but the heart must never be of stone. If you built a wall around you, try to break it down. Friends begin where fear and doubting end. Like the ripples spreading if you open up your life, soon you'll feel the handshake of a friend. Open doors, ready to receive you. Open ears to enjoy your news. Open hearts, spilling out affection. Round and round the feeling goes. Friendship is a circle, on and on forever. Friendship is a circle that never will
Far away, above the pirate ship Sea Witch, Eel reached the surface at last.
Thank goodness. It was getting very stuffy under there. I'll lead the way now if you like. Don't go too fast. My batteries are running low again.
Summoning up all her strength, Eel began battling her way toward Pinky's island. The tide was against her, and she could feel her strength ebbing away with every stroke of her tail.
I'll have to rest for a moment. It's further than I thought. We should have used a smaller bottle.
Eel's aching jaws could hold the bottle no longer. It started to drift away. Eel was too weak to stop it. But Pinky wasn't tired at all.
Oh, well done, Pinky. But your wings are getting wet. But they still work anyway. This is fun. Tell me when you're ready.
So Eel rested against the rock and soon brightened up again.
Come on. We're nearly at the beach.
Meanwhile, Mumphy had been making further plans for escape. How do we look?
No odder than some of the coves that work for Davy Jones. But how are we gonna get out of here?
The answer came sooner than expected. It was Nasty Nate, with more dirty washing.
Who are you?
The disguises were getting him in a muddle.
I've seen you somewheres before, haven't I?
I'm a new crew member. With orders to give the prisoner some exercise on deck.
I'd have thought all this ironing was exercise enough. But if it's captain's orders...
Scarecrow had difficulty seeing through the gap in the pirate's coat.
Hurry up, you miserable numbskull.
We're out, whispered Mumphy. Pinky and Eel reached the island at last.
Now it's up to you, Pinky. But this bottle is too heavy for you to carry. Just a minute.
Eel watched Pinky carry the message into the mist. Then she slid back into the water and started her long journey home. At first, Pinky was lost. She had found the paper trail, but she had followed it the wrong way. It brought her back to her mother's cell. Pinky longed to wake her.
Ask not,
She said to herself firmly.
she'll be free soon enough. if I can get this message to Napoleon in time. Pinky decided to trace the paper back to the place where Napoleon had last been seen. In front of her was the ice floor, but there was no sign of Napoleon. Pinky turned sadly away. Suddenly, Pinky heard something. Napoleon! Brissel woke up just after your bunch escaped and thought this box was the best place for me. I've been trying to pick my way out ever since. Here's a message for you from Mumphy.
409B, 417F, 262436, hike.
It's Brissel. Time to beat a hasty retreat.
But we can't go back, and you don't have time to put on skates.
Then there's no way out. But Pinky had an idea.
Oh, yes, there is.
But what that idea might be, we'll have to wait until next time.
We'll be right back. And now, back to our show.
Reddy, what are you looking for?
A message in my bottle, but I don't see one.
Let me see. Oh, I see a very important message.
What?
It says, recycle me, Freddy.
Gee, I wonder what all this trash is gonna come back as.
Oh, bicycle seat, maybe a cassette tape, or probably something very useful, like a watering can.
Or maybe my bottle is just gonna come back as another bottle.
It could happen.
And you come back to the Cubhouse real soon. Bye-bye.
Take off on the wings of fun and adventure.
Come on.
Don't miss an all-new Budgie the Little Helicopter on the Fox Cubhouse, Thursday on Fox Kids.